One of my favorite things about being Latino or Latinx, whatever you prefer, is being able to communicate with so many people across the globe. Although we all technically speak the same language, we have so many words in our own cultures and our own communities that mean so many different things to other people. Oftentimes the communication between us can be a little confusing, but also super hilarious. For example, in El Salvador and Salvadorans all over the world, we love the word bicho or bicha, which means boy or girl. But for some of my Puerto Rican friends here, it means something completely different.
Bicho. Woo. For us Puerto Ricans, bicho is just simply a d. Bicho is not necessarily like a curse word, but it's not a word that you want to just throw out there, especially in a workplace or in school.
A word that we use as Dominicans that we feel like is a normal word, not a curse word, nothing like that, is the word coger.
So for us, coger is just to grab something. Voy a coger este vaso, voy a coger este plato. Cogerio. That the word coger means to grab.
What you talking about? That's vulgar. Coger means for us.
I'm working and I go to the back of the house, which is like the back of the restaurant, and a lot of the back of the house were Mexicans. I'm talking to them and I'm like, cógeme esto, and one of the guys like stopped in his tracks.
I went to pick up an ex-girlfriend, her family's Mexican. I just got here to California. I was like, let me take out on a date, I'm gonna meet the family. And the mom needed a ride somewhere. And I was like, oh, no worries. Yeah, I talked to the dad. I was like, don't worry, después del trabajo yo puedo venir a coger a su esposa.
And he's like, permiso? And I'm like, que lo coja. And he's like, looking at me like, every time I say the word, he's like.
And I looked at the dad and I was like, he had his look in his face like he didn't like what was going on. I was like, maybe he's more excited because I'm being generous. I was like, how about this? Después del trabajo, yo puedo coger a su esposa y también a su hija.
He goes, permiso, pero te quiero decir que yo creo que la palabra que estás usando para usted no es nada, no, para nosotros significa.
Yeah, I never ate with them again.
So in Chile, pendejo just means a little kid, and I've heard that it's kind of offensive to say pendejos over here.
For me, conchas is part of my childhood. It's un pan dulce, and you always had it with the chocolate abuelita.
One day I was talking to my husband, he's from Honduras, and he said some random car, este pendejo que no sabe manejar. And I'm like, that's not a little kid, you know, because in my mind, pendejo is just a little kid. And he's like, no, he's an idiot.
Sometimes I would just be like, you know what? Se me antoja una concha con un chocolate abuelita. And apparently, according to Argentinians, that means vagina. So this entire time, while I was in New York, I was saying, se me antoja una vagina con un chocolate abuelita.
For us Dominicans, there's a word that if you type in Google, it means leather. And to us, you better not ever call me that a day in your life. And that's the word cuero.
Dominicans, we do use cuero as leather, but we also use cuero as like, right? But we chant that shit. Like, we'll go in the parade and we'll be like,
lo cuero, lo cuero. And like, the girls are screaming, but that's because they're amongst familia or they're amongst friends and it's funny. But don't try that shit at home. Especially if you ain't Dominican, you don't know the girl. You'll get snatched.
There's so many words that mean different things for different cultures. If we missed any of the words, leave them in the comments. Let us know what's up. What are words that we might say that are regular for us and might offend you? Or what are some words that you've used that offend other sorts of Latinos or other sorts of Latinx folk? The culture is beautiful. Spanish is beautiful. We love it. We embrace it. Let's keep learning from one another. Adios, my little papitas fritas.